Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading Fat to Fit People. What crucial things must an obese person who wants to get fit know before they start a lifestyle change? Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories, and feel free to leave your tips in the comment section below. Number 1, you don't need motivation. What I mean by this is that people fall into this trap of thinking that motivation is some magical property that's going to show up in your life and make you get to the gym and eat right. I know plenty of people that sit around saying, well, I'm just not motivated right now, with the expectation that one day motivation will magically show up and it'll fix everything. You don't need motivation, you need discipline. The absolute most important thing is understanding these things. 1, it is going to take a very long time, and there will be so many points where you don't see any changes in the positive direction. 2, you can go to the gym as much as you want, but if you're not cutting down the calories you eat and aren't being mindful about what you eat, example, low sodium, things that don't make your blood sugar go haywire, then it will make absolutely no difference. Saying that you go to the gym 6 times a week means nothing if you're eating 3,000 calories and your BMI is well over 25. 3, people will judge you for being obese, but also for losing weight. You will lose friends because of the ugly friend effect, and it will be rough. But for you, it will be amazing when you finally lose weight. 4, finally, expect to spend a lot of money on clothes as you go down sizes. It's a very high hidden cost of both gaining a lot of weight and losing weight. Losing weight is 80% diet and 20% exercise. Doing one alone will not give you the results you want. Exercise is crucial to weight loss though, to reduce the amount of loose skin. Also, losing small bits of weight gradually over a long period of time, rather than a lot of weight in a short time, will dramatically reduce loose skin. Take it one day at a time. If you freak up and eat pizza for dinner, that's okay. Just carry on where you left off. Don't let a cheat meal turn into a cheat day or cheat week. Everything counts. Don't expect too much too soon. Be consistent and your results will be consistent. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't put too much pressure on yourself or set expectations too high, because that's a recipe for giving up. Try and form actual habits with it and make it a lifestyle change that you enjoy rather than something that you hate. Love yourself. Don't think about the weight. Just think about being happy. Write your ideal weight and stick it over your scales so whenever you look, you're always the weight you want to be. If you need confirmation, just measure yourself or go on how your clothes feel. The scale is a sure way to make yourself feel like crap. You could diet so well all week and not lose anything, and that's more likely to make you give up. Good luck. Drinking only water will make an enormous impact on your weight loss. Drinking when you're thirsty is good. Drinking water regularly, regardless of thirst, will curb your appetite. Once you're comfortable with only drinking water, work some low-impact cardio into your routine. You will see the weight fall off. Once you're comfortable with your cardio routine, you can start a reasonable diet. Don't go full on chicken and rice right away if you don't think you can stick with it. Find a diet or diet change that you feel you can be comfortable with that doesn't mess with your daily routine too much. Whether it's portion control or cutting out bread or simply counting calories, if you aren't comfortable with the change on day 1, you will be miserable. Lastly, it takes time. You will lose weight fast the first month, and not the first day or 2. Stick with it. If you're losing weight, you are going to feel hungry. Don't be surprised. Don't feel like hunger means you need to eat. A man can last a month without food. A fat man considerably longer. Of course, you don't even need to go one day without food. But the point is not to be concerned about hunger. Learn to live with it, if not ignore it. If you think consciously about it and remind yourself that this is what losing weight feels like, it might be a little easier. But really, once you get a little used to it, you'll notice that it passes quickly and isn't much more than a little temporary discomfort. And when you do eat, try not to jam it in. In general, you should rarely feel very full if you're losing weight. You'll feel satisfied and not hungry after eating, but you shouldn't feel full. In addition to that, I recommend keeping exercise simple and accessible so you maintain the habit. Don't go super hard, especially at first, or you'll hate it and quit or take long breaks. Keep it easy and build the habit. And building some muscle helps you burn more calories easier and faster. Push-ups are great, heavy weights are great. Anything you hate doing is bad. Determination is key. No one has ever lost weight without sticking to their diets and exercise routines and not cheating on it if you're too lazy to exercise. If you're going to follow a restrictive diet, stick to it. I'm a person who is still doing the ketogenic diet, and the consequences of cheating during your starting period is more drastic than just sticking to your regular diet. Results are slow. You can't lose weight almost immediately after you start, and give it time. You'll see changes soon if you stick to your regime. Remember, don't expect to lose in a week what you've gained for years. My fat friend at 50 years old looked about 40. He lost a ton of weight and now looks 60. No one ever mentions how it can age you, although it probably wouldn't if the person was young enough. Youth snaps back fairly quickly. Older folks, keep in mind this side effect. Yeah, the skin is harder to stretch back as you get older and stays loose and droopy. Still, good for him. Better to look older but be healthier. Fat people often have youthful faces because of all the fat, but that fat around the organs is terrible. Pick some small things to cut out of your diet. I gave up soda for seltzer, for instance. Took a couple months to get used to it, but now actual soda tastes so sweet it hurts my teeth. I also stopped putting sugar in my coffee. I stopped ordering bacon on every burger I ate. I travel for business, so I started trying to focus on fish, not fried, and salad for meals. Switch to lean meat wherever possible. Try to avoid artificial sweeteners. In the end, you just end up craving more sugar and fat. Pick a timed exercise that you can commit to every day, and try to start small. I learned after trying a lot of different times that 5 a.m. is literally the only time I can guarantee that I won't have anything else to distract me. I do hit variance and try to do something different every day, but I try to move a lot every day for 20 to 30 minutes. Years ago, I lost 110 pounds. I went from 250 down to 140 pounds. 1. It's all about the calories. This is the core principle. If you eat at a calorie deficit, you lose weight. If you eat at a surplus, you gain. It doesn't matter what you eat. However, junk food is a lot more calorie dense, so you'd have to eat a lot less. 2. Supplements won't help you. Those expensive weight loss supplements at GNC, they don't do much. Like, if it's anything, it's marginal. They won't stop you from eating a whole pie, nor will they cancel it out. Supplements are called supplements because they supplement what you're already doing. 3. You will mess up. Just get back on track. If you pig out one day, using it as a justification to continue because your diet is ruined will only make you lose more progress. That being said, going too hard on cheat days and having them too often, it can make progress slow. I'm doing baby steps, but I first quit soda. I drink mostly water, but if I need flavor, then I'll sip a Gatorade. My apartment complex is 6 flights of stairs to the 3rd floor which I live on. So instead of taking the elevator, I use the stairs. And since I take the dog on walks, I go up and down about 4 times a day. And since work is across the street, I just walk to it. It slowly gets me on a good path to learning how to breathe while doing all of this. I hope to move towards some cardio soon. Sounds good. I also started like this and it worked for me. 3 years later, I ran my first marathon. I think a lot of people quit because their goals are set too high or they want to achieve too much at once. If you start cardio, no matter what you do, start slow. Maybe plan to run a mile, not 5. Then you can progress. And don't compare to other people. Compare to your former self. Food is the main factor that separates thin people from fat people. The main thing you should be drinking throughout the day is water. Soda and vitamin water and Gatorade and Snapple are all sugar drinks. Protein bars have the same amount of sugar as candy bars. Most salad dressings are packed with sugar. Stop eating bread and pasta. Those aren't healthy foods. Fish, chicken, rice, beans, yogurt, nuts, vegetables, sweet potato, greens, eggs, fruit, milk, all good foods. And notice that they're all natural foods. If you want to add sweetness to something, use a natural sweetener like honey or maple syrup. Juicers aren't healthy. Unless you're juicing a vegetable, don't use juicers. Fruit juice is literally the most unhealthy part of fruit. It's sugar water. If you want a piece of fruit, eat a real piece of fruit. Stay away from dried fruits. The reason people are addicted to dry fruit is because they squeeze all the water out of the fruit, leaving behind all the sugar. Stop putting cheese on everything. Stop using so much butter. Stop eating fried foods. Stop ordering dessert after every meal. This all may seem very overwhelming, but ask any in-shape person what they typically eat in a day and they'll tell you all this stuff. The silver lining of this all is that if 95% of your diet is healthy, you can't afford to go to Cheesecake Factory one night a week and order whatever you want. You can't live a happy life by eating leaves every day, but you also can't live a happy life if you eat like a monster. I was 265 pounds at my largest weight, and now I'm at 149. The best advice I can give is stop driving to local places near your home. It's better to walk. I live in a small rural community in southern Illinois, and I started walking everywhere that is near my home. You can start out small by walking to somewhere that is 5 minutes away and then gradually increase your distance. Also, eat leaner meals. I ate a lot of deer meat with vegetables. Another piece of advice, stop eating out of habit. I started to eat when my stomach felt empty, instead of my brain telling me it's time to eat. One last piece of advice, stop going out to eat all the time. As a mother, that was my hardest thing to part with, because it's convenient for a family who is always on the go. But when you cook your own food, not only are you saving money, but you know what you're putting into your body. It's been 3 years now since I started my lifestyle change, and I can say I feel a lot better physically and emotionally. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Our subreddit is a place to share pictures, ask questions, and get support on your weight loss journey. To join, just open the description below and click the top link. Click Use App, install the Reddit app, create an account, and then click Join once you're at our subreddit. We'd love to have you join us on the subreddit. Once again, the link is below. Wild Honeybee says, female, 22, 5'2", down 14 pounds since February. Took up hiking and yoga so I could distract myself from boredom snacking. Princess Cheese says, non-scale victory. Size large Nike shorts starting to sag. Don't give up, y'all. Every shred of effort counts. Kelk says, 1 year difference, minus 28 kg, 62 pounds, and halfway through. Keep your fingers crossed, because the further I go, the harder it gets in terms of staying in a deficit, especially while in quarantine with little to zero movement. Love from Poland. Onima says, my progress so far. I lost 20 kg, 44 pounds, went from 107 kg, about 235 pounds, to 87 kg, 191 pounds in 4 months. Goal is 70 to 75 kg, 155 to 165 pounds. For Random Stuff 02 says, needed new jeans. Went from size 30-32 to a 28-32, so that's 2 sizes smaller. I don't know if I was just wearing the wrong size, but this is really motivating. Thanks for sharing featured narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.